Okay, so I just stumbled upon this tool called Croc that simplifies file transfers between computers. It's all about security and ease, right?
Wait, seriously. A tool that lets any two computers transfer files without a local server. That sounds revolutionary.
Right, it uses this end-to-end encryption method called PAKE, which adds a layer of security. But how does that actually work?
Great question. So, PAKE stands for Password Authenticated Key Exchange, which essentially allows the sender and receiver to establish a secure connection.
That's cool, but doesn't that assume both parties trust each other to some degree?
Exactly, trust is key here. But what's fascinating is that Croc includes features to resume interrupted transfers. That's a game changer.
I never thought about that. I mean, how often do we lose internet connection mid-transfer? This could save a lot of headaches.
For sure, and it even has support for multiple file transfers at once. But I wonder, how does it handle larger files?
Well, from what I read, Croc is designed with efficiency in mind. It even supports IP6 first with IP4 fallback.
That's impressive. But do we know how well it performs compared to other tools, say, like Dropbox or Google Drive?
Good point. I think the big difference is that Croc doesn't require any central server. It's a peer-to-peer kind of deal.
Right? That's a huge advantage for privacy. But does that also mean it's less reliable in terms of speed?
Possibly, plus using a relay can introduce latency. But then again, it allows for transferring files across different platforms seamlessly.
True, cross-platform support is vital these days. It works on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS without a hitch.
But how intuitive is it for someone who's not tech-savvy? I imagine some might struggle with the command line.
Absolutely. While it's powerful, the command line interface can be daunting. I'd love to see a GUI version in the future.
That would definitely broaden its user base. But what about the security aspect? Are there any concerns?
Good question. The reliance on encryption is strong, but vulnerabilities can exist. It's important to keep everything updated.
And let's not forget the whole self-host relay feature. That's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
Definitely, it gives more control, but also means users must handle their own security. That's a lot of responsibility.
For sure, I love how it encourages a community-based approach to support and maintenance, though.
Right? Community support can be a game changer in open source projects. It keeps the innovation flowing.
Speaking of innovation, the ability to use it over Tor is pretty neat. Imagine sending files anonymously.
That's a cool feature, but I wonder how that affects transfer speeds. Is it worth the trade-off for privacy?
Good point, I guess it depends on the user's priorities. Speed or privacy, it's a balancing act.
Exactly. Plus, with options like customizing the code phrase for sending files, it feels more personal and secure.
I didn't realize you could customize that, so it's not just about functionality but also user preference.
Totally, and it makes it feel less generic. But I do wonder about the long-term sustainability of such a project.
Yeah, open source projects often rely heavily on sponsorship and community engagement. Can they keep up that momentum?
That's the million-dollar question. If the community thrives, it could evolve in incredible ways.
And if it fizzles out, users might just revert to the usual cloud services, which can be less secure.
Definitely a risk. But if Croc manages to maintain its user base, it could set a new standard for file transfers.
That's an exciting thought. I wonder how it could influence other file sharing systems too.
It could inspire more tools to emphasize privacy and decentralization, which is what we need in today's digital landscape.
So to wrap it up, Croc isn't just a tool, it's a shift in how we think about file transfers in a secure way.
Absolutely. It challenges conventional methods and invites users to rethink their choices in data sharing.
And that alone makes it worth watching closely as it develops. What's next for Croc, I wonder?
I guess we'll just have to keep an eye on its evolution. Who knows what groundbreaking features might come next?